Hello, Maya. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. So, can you tell me some experiences you faced during COVID-19?
Okay, so for one, we had to leave school. That was a change because um I'm so used to not being at home for a long period of time. So I had to go back home. Not saying it was bad. I mean, I enjoyed time with my family, but it was different because I'm used to being on my own. So now I had to go back to life at home. And my mom, she was laid off of her job, so she probably, I think she did unemployment. um I was still working. uh Thanks to the Lord, I was still working. What else happened? Yeah, that was it. I was just working, honestly, and trying to balance between school and work, and making sure I'm on top of my studies and not like late with stuff. It was kind of difficult because virtual school was not easy. So yeah, I just had to make it work.
I saw that you had an internship during COVID-19. Can you tell us how
Oh
that
yeah.
worked with having to stay home from your internship?
So being that we had to be home, I was actually able to do two internships, being that we didn't have to actually go anywhere. So the first one I did was Watson Education Fellowship internship. We were supposed to go to Washington D.C. for the cohort meeting at the beginning. Then they were going to send us off to different states of their choice. But being that COVID-19 happened, we had to do it remotely. That was also kind of difficult because we had to be on Zoom calls all day. So we're on Zoom calls all day, and then it was kind of like a it's for education majors, but anybody can apply for it. So we had different groups, and we had to basically design our own school. So that took a lot of my time because they had like certain guidelines and specifics as to what they wanted in our school. So we had to do the Zoom calls for the internship on top of Zoom calls for our individual groups. So on top of that, I did an internship with Claflin. I did the Panther Pass Panther Academy. That went pretty well. I just had to be on more Zoom calls. So I kind of found myself having a bunch of computers around me, being on like two different Zoom calls at one time because everything was virtual.
So, can you just give us like some tips that you use to stay safe? And can you give us, yeah, just give us some tips on how you stay safe.
Okay, so some tips on how I stayed safe was with my mask everywhere. And even with me now working in a restaurant, I keep my sanitizer on me, and I try to wash my hands like after every table. When I was working over the summer, I washed my hands like throughout the day, all throughout the day, didn't touch my face. And as far as trying to stay focused, I just tried to kind of put myself on a schedule and say, okay, well, this day I'm going to do this, or the next day I'm going to work. And then after I get off work, I'm going to focus on this. So I kind of made myself stick to a schedule so I can get everything done.
Has anything good happened to you since the pandemic?
Yes, I had different opportunities such as the internships I was able to do. I was able to do two versus one. Um, Financially, I was blessed financially because of the pandemic. I was able to apply for unemployment, and that was good because I got some extra money from that, and like the different checks that Claflin gave us was very helpful too, being that my mom was laid off. So even though the pandemic happened, I still was able to see some kind of good come out of it. So it wasn't all terrible.
All right, well, thank you so much, Maya. Can you just tell us where you're from and what is your classification at Claflin?
Okay, I am from Sumter, South Carolina, and I'm currently a senior elementary education major at Claflin University.
And you'll be graduating in May, correct?
And I'll be graduating in April of 2021.
Oh, excuse me, April.
April.
Congratulations. Thank you so much.
You.
You're welcome. Thank you.